You know, I think when I look at a guy like Tommy Pham, who was a teammate of mine in San Diego, I look at him and I see how long he's had to come, right? He's got a long road.
Hard worker,
right? He's not the guy that you see and you say, wow, he's made to play the game of baseball. He can just throw 100 miles an hour. He can hit the ball, 500 feet, right? Or he can steal
it's the sum of the
bags.
Tools. It's not one that jumps off a page.
And I think
toughness.
Tough, man, tough as nails.
Yeah.
It is really Tommy Pham. But we can roll this tape and talk about all the guys that the D-backs have, right? We can talk about Corbin Carroll. We can talk about Alek Thomas. We can talk about Gurriel, who I thought was a great trade by Toronto right there for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Again, a sneaky good year, D-Ro.
23 bombs.
Hey, man, he's doing it. But then there's this guy. And let's not forget about this guy, because I think this guy right now is as healthy as they come. This guy right now, he's had some struggles with his eyes. Earlier this year, he really didn't perform that well. But this guy right now, he's running. He's doing all the things he was doing with the Cardinals. And then there's something that kind of like, when I remember seeing him coming up, he had this blurred vision, right? Keratoconus is what it was called. He had surgery on it. But just imagine, D-Ro, going to the field every day, and it's blurry.
I can't imagine, as a 48-year-old man, I'm starting to have a little blurred vision when I'm trying to read
go
stuff.
Back on this is what he saw every day. Every day. And you can see him all the time before he had to go hit. He had to get his drops in. He had to change lenses. So every 2 innings, he would go in and change his lens, because it would just get fogged up on him over and over and over. And he would go fly to Vegas to go see his doctor. And, well, he finally got it settled. He finally got his surgery. And, man, I'll tell you what, this guy right here, pause it right here. Show me the board on him with the splits from 2017 to 2020. Look at these. This is 2017 with the Cardinals in Tampa. He's back at that.
Yeah.
On those numbers. 2020 to 2022, that's when he was having those real bad problems with his eyesight. He had some handmade injuries, some hammy injuries. But this dude right here, his OPS plus right now, 118, 130. We've always known he's gotten on base. Last 15 games, slugging 565. 15 extra base hits in 20 games.
I like what Mike Hazen did at the deadline. Pause this real quick. You got guys like Paul Sewald, Jace Peterson, who I know doesn't get a ton of run.
Man, but he plays all the positions, tough as nails.
They brought in tough veterans to kind of not police the younger guys, but like give them a little fight.
And I think for him too in the clubhouse, a lot is said on Tommy Pham, not only at 7 p.m., but what happens between 12 and 7. Right? There's a lot of young guys out there in that clubhouse that they got to take a look.
Yeah.
Right? They got to look at the veterans. They got to sit in their locker, whether it's in the training room, in the weight room, in the batting cage, and really kind of hone in on the stuff he says daily, because he's a guy that it's a no-quit attitude. And you can continue to roll this tape, but he's a guy that, with the Mets, he lost the starting spot in left field. And he told Buck Showalter, hey, I'll get that spot in 2 weeks. I'll get it back in 2 weeks. Don't you worry. He got it back. He started raking. He started hitting the ball the other way. That's what I think Tommy Pham has always been able to do.
I don't know how he hits like this. This is a taut, grinded out in the cage,
it's been
stiff move.
But you know what? He's gone with a little bit of a leg kick, which we'll explain at the end of this video. And I think that's really helped him stay in his backside.
Look at that.
He's never had that. He's never had his lower half as clean as he's had it in years. And we'll pause this right here. This was in Boston.
Yeah.
In Boston. And I just want you guys to take a look. Wider base. But just delete this delete it from here up. Forget about it. We're going to work on this. Just imagine, guys, if you are sitting on stilts and you're rocking back and forth, and that's what Tommy Pham does. That's how he gets going. He's just back and forth. Now, there's a time where if you don't get back enough and you don't have the awareness of staying backside, what happens? You go forward and you collapse.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that's what he had. And you can play this right here on this left side. He had a foot down approach. So you look at his left foot. So he's rocking. He's trying to feel where he's at right here. As soon as the pitcher goes, he's going to go. But he's foot down, and then he goes and go back a little bit. Right All right, right there. And now slow it down for me. Look at this backside here. It just collapses.
Yeah, he comes off his backside.
He comes off his backside. And when you come off your backside, you hit a lot of foul balls. You're deceptive to the fastball up. You're deceptive to sliders down. And then you're just looking at yourself, going back to the dugout saying, D-Bro, like, I should have crushed that.
Yeah.
But he's not that good. I'm a better hitter than he is a pitcher. And when you look at this side here on the right, now we're seeing him a little bit more upright. We're seeing him with a little bit of a leg kick. And as soon as he gets back there, you can pause it right here. Look at this. I mean, it's night and day.
Yeah, he's certainly in a powerful position. We talk all the time about eliminating the upper half. No one would teach you to put your hands in that position. No one would teach you to have your elbow so high up and to choke the bat with your top hand the way he does. But it works for him.
Yeah, play it off. And one thing about him is, man, his grit, right? He's got grit, he's got tenacity.
Yeah.
Show me that before this board, show me that video of him post-game. Because I feel like kids need to hear this a little bit.
Tommy, lastly, from Durango High School in Las Vegas to the Cardinals to a moment like this, who do you want to thank for helping you get here?
There's a lot of people I could thank, you know, but, you know, I'm proud of myself, to be honest with you. I remember throwing the ball against the wall, playing catch with myself, throwing a ball up, hitting it, you know, throwing batting practice to myself. You know what I mean? I believed in myself from a young age, you know. It ain't like I had a dad out there to play catch with me or throw me batting practice. So, you know, I'm proud of myself.
There's a lot of guys that you can thank. And he says it. There's a village behind you. But there's one thing in a player, in a big league player or in a ball player, there's going to come times where things are going to get really tough, right? You're going to go 0 for 20. You're going to get sent down. You may not make your varsity team. You might be in JV. But the one thing you cannot lose is that me aspect of it. Is that I am good. I am going to get it. The mental side of it has nothing to do with it. I am stronger than this, and I'm going to overcome everything. That's what Tommy Pham's done, and I think that's the energy that the Arizona Diamondbacks have right now.
Yeah, everybody's got a different story, path to the big leagues. No one knows what burns inside him.